Hey, Teresa, a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about changing the clocks for the end of daylight savings time, and you brought up that that's kind of like one of those yearly days when you might think to check all the things that are coming up that need to be updated on your computer and and the IT systems that are so important to everybody's business.
It's not just the filters in the heater and the batteries in the smoke detector. That's right. Now I know you do this more often than most people, but I think everybody deserves a reminder to go out and look at your computer systems and your OS updates and applications that need updates. Sometimes we get nags in the top corner of the screen, but not everybody does that as well as I know you and I do. So how often do you update yours, Bob?
I'm doing it all the time because, I use a Mac and I find that with a Mac, um, if you don't make those updates when they tell you to, things don't start to not work very well pretty quickly. The By contrast, one of the things that, maybe other people are good at is looking at subscriptions and that kind of thing, because I don't always see the bills for those right away. And it's important to check that on those, whether you still are using them for one thing.
Mhm. And are they useful? And are you getting a return on the investment? Now, everybody should be collecting that information for their tax records. So that's a good opportunity to go through and see what I need. Do I have everything? Do I own all of the assets? And let me put that in website terms because I find that every once in a while people lose track of their assets because they had somebody build a website and they don't necessarily have access to their Google Analytics or have access to their hosting account or something changes. Like for instance, domains. You were telling me about your domain.
That's right. I got a friend of mine. I have a personal domain, and a friend of mine said, "Your website's not working." And I went on there, and what had happened was that the owner of the domain service had changed from Yahoo Small Business to this company I'd never heard of called Turbify. And I had to get Turbify on the phone, and they were very nice and they handled it. But, it's one of those things that just came out of nowhere, and I wasn't expecting it all.
Right. And on that same note, I get clients sending me a note saying, is this the right place? Are these the people that really have my domain? And every once in a while, it's not. It's somebody trying to hijack their domain or trying to collect money. So be very careful about those things that come in the mail. Read the fine print that says this is not from your domain registrar, but send me money anyway. There's pirates out there that do that. So protect those assets and check your backups. And we were talking about backups recently,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, backups, that's a thing I think about a good bit. I mean, most of what I work on is in the cloud, and I try to be sure that things are, in the cloud in two different places. And so I'm good if my office burns down. But you have your own way of taking care of that, right?
Right, because I have a couple different layers of backups. I started my career in avionics and we believed in fail up, fail safe kind of mentality. And so I have a separate external drive that backs up automated nightly. And then I have data files that I push out to the cloud as well on a periodic basis. And then on the websites I have automated backups because every once in a while that hosting promise of what do they call it, rollback, doesn't work. So why not have that? It's a good thing. It might work. It might be fine if you have to hit that to restore your website. But also I have external backups on a different server that are automated on a periodic basis. So I always have backups of websites where I can rebuild a site if an update goes wrong or something gets corrupted. I can back through those to find something viable before the problem started that I can rebuild from there. So lots of different backups.
If you're listening to this video and this is making you a little nervous that there might be things that you haven't thought about that you need to be taken care of, please give me or Teresa a call, and we can put together a program for you so you'll come into the new year of 2024 with good IT health and with protection against losing your valuable data.
Right. There you go. Happy holidays and Happy New Year. We'd love to talk with you.
Happy holidays, everybody. Happy holidays, Teresa. See you next
You
time.
too, Bob.